Dilip Modi is the president of ASSOCHAM and the managing director of Spice Mobility, joining us now. Who is it who loses out, Dilip? Is it the older players who have most to lose because they've got the biggest subscriber bases and therefore the possibility of greatest migration? And do the new entrants who've been advertising so aggressively, trying to take advantage of this, waiting for number portability to happen, are they going to benefit because they've got more spectrum available and therefore call drops might be lesser?
Well, I think both in old and new, the power is now truly shifted in the hands of the customer. And effectively now the focus is more on who provides better quality of network, better services. And I think at the end of the day, it is the operator who is able to focus more on network quality, coverage, and services and applications and customer service who will win at the end of the day. So I think it is about quality rather than old or new.
Okay, I want to introduce a customer representative, Shriram Khanna. You know, people have been waiting for this opportunity, and that also sometimes is because if you've been with the older players for very long, over a period of time, fatigue sets in. Sometimes you don't pay your bill, they cut your connection, something goes wrong. There is a certain amount of irritation. Will that lead to unduly high number of people just wanting to change their operator for the sake of changing their operator? I don't like my old operator, let's get a new one.
See, let me put it to you. I think today's launch of number portability is a gift to the Aam Aadmi. The Aam Aadmi gets the power of choice, and that's a very important choice. If I'm dissatisfied with my current service provider, I know I can change any time I like. That's a big freedom. One. Whether everybody will change is another question. And I believe what is going to happen as a result of this is that customers are going to become very careful discriminators of good, bad and ugly service. And they will be able to over time learn who is the operator in my area who is providing the best service. And it's not only service, it's price and service. Today it is only price and the rest is left to God.
Okay.
So price, the lowest price at the best quality in the world is what the Indian consumer expects. And I am sure that with the nature of competition in the Indian market being where it is today, it will only increase.
Okay.
There will be greater competition, and I know by theory and by practical experience, the greater the competition, more the symmetry of information, the better deal is for the customer.
Okay, Sanjay, given the fact that the only data we have available with us indicates that 1 in 6 customers want to change, which means out of 600 million people, maybe 100 million potential customers want to change their service provider and would like to opt for this, does it then lead to the conclusion that the newer operators, because they've got more bandwidth available, more spectrum available, will be able to provide better quality? Because that's the sense that people are getting. You're one of the oldest operators. Is that perception correct? Are you afraid about that?
So Rahul, if you were to go by what happens across the globe and what number portability has done, first of all, India is a prepaid market. If you see the churn percentages in this country are already 8 or 9% at an industry level per month, which means a lot of people churn because
much more than international standards.
Much more than international level. Simply because there is very little entry barrier and very little exit barrier in the industry, and prepaid has fungibility which is there, right? And also the price points that operate in this market are the least in the world probably, which means the propensity on a sustainable basis for many operators to drop in this market actually doesn't exist. We all know that most operators in the market actually operate on price points which are much higher than their cost, and you know it doesn't work. Therefore the sustainability of the service is very important. What makes a customer click? Even if you look at the world, it is not MNP that has resulted to the maximum migration. It's the availability of services, technology that has made migrations happen in rest of the world. Just to give you an example, look at iPhone. iPhone as a service available with one operator and not being available with other operator has actually led to much more churn than a mobile number portability has in the world. Look at India, for example. The older operators who've developed services here have built robust countrywide networks with huge amount of expense over point in time. Even in the 15th year of operation, we go invest $2 billion into the network every year. The services that we brought to the table, starting from ringtones to first BlackBerry services to iPhone to mobile application platforms and now to m-commerce and all, are things that get built